Welcome back everyone to the Next Gen Ford Escort R1600 League, and we are here again at Sonoma GP for our sprint race, round 4, as the drivers are just heading out for qualifying. 5 minutes of this, so it is a almost 1 lap shootout. Imagine they'll probably get 2 laps if they don't screw up too bad. So they all will come out together near enough. As you can see by the track map, they're all or thereabouts. And we've turned a little bit darker since the first race. The sunset is in full effect. So drivers needing their lights on now. So characteristics of the track and the tyres might be a little bit different. These guys are all running on default setups. And I have been informed that NGLE did not get fastest lap in the last race. It was in fact Whitford that picked up the fastest lap. So not getting his full whack of points. Still only 7 drivers here. Fortunately no more drivers were able to join us, as one of my favourite will be the first to cross the line when he gets there. And it might be worth having a sit on board with MGR Scooby G, as he's at the back of this queue, so you can see the contrasting lines of the drivers. And have a full onboard run through of the lap. You see the sun setting just in the distance on the brow of the hill, but coming up to turn 1. This is technically turn 1 as well. And then turn 2. Scooby G getting a whole load of curb, and was ahead one high mofo obviously at the moment, and got his wheels on the grass. So it's not grass, there's no grass at all. On the dirt, and there we go, one high mofo is round and ruined his first lap. They will all get 2 laps if they don't screw up too badly, as I mentioned. And then Scooby G and Whitford coming down towards the carousel. Again, the contrasting lines from both driver there. It's a ballsy corner, that one. Very easy to run out wide onto the exit there, and that curb will also spin you around if you're not careful. And pick one of the boards on the side and decide to brake at that. Whitford taking off a bit of curb at the first apex, and then the S's. How daring will you be? Some people might try and take this corner flat. Scooby G near enough does. And then this corner some people will take flat as well. And again Scooby G does well. So these two I imagine will be fairly similar on lap time. Scooby G might just be ahead a little bit, as they will both cross the line any second now. Let's see what they do. Whitford does 56.6 and Scooby G does a 59.9, but it is NGR Lee who goes quickest again, 55.2. Pole position last race, and again currently this race, but they'll only have 1 more lap each. MLV has gone up to 2nd place with 55.6. We saw him lapping pretty well at times, and then pretty dreadfully at other times. Now he has Web User Johnny directly ahead of him, so I don't think that he'll be able to improve, especially in this first sector. Web User Johnny is in 5th place. after his first attempt. Numpty Ned in 6th, lapping about what he was doing in the first race. A little bit of improvement in Sector 1. One high mofo, we saw a big moment, and he is currently last. NGR is not far behind them two, as again Whitford and Scooby G wind their way through the S's in the final sector. Whitford is second up, and that would put him very much second or third. Scooby G still right on his tail, so he's probably improved as well. Into the final corner now. Whitford currently in 4th, and I imagine he'll improve. What's he going to do? Where's he going to get on the grid? He goes pole, but only for a second, and then even more. NGR takes another chunk of time out of his lap and goes quicker. MLV is coming across the line, so I don't think he'll improve. He might have had a good second sector. I don't know, what did he improve? Don't know. One high mofo has crossed the line into 5th. Web user Johnny stays 6th, goes to 6th, and Numpty Ned will come across the line. Does he improve? Well, not no. Maybe a little bit. Either way, there you go. NGR with a second pole of the night, third pole of the season. Scooby G takes second, 3 tenths behind. Whitford 5 tenths off the front. MLV in 4th, 1 second behind. One high mofo in 5th. Web user only 6th, and Numpty Ned in 7th. Drivers now going to have a little bit of time to compose themselves. For this sprint race, only 15 minutes. For some reason the time started going already. Don't know why, didn't realise it did that. So if the drivers can hurry up and ready up, we'll have a full length of race, please. I hope it resets itself, that's for sure. But NGR again on pole position at a Scooby G, and there we go. Sinking into the race, there we go, the time has reset itself. And away we go for round 4 of the Next Gen Racing Ford Escort RS 1600 League. Whitford again with another good start, and Scooby G again has been hung out to dry on the outside of the front row. Whitford up to 2nd, Scooby G into 3rd, one high mofo up to 4th past MLV. Web user Johnny and Numpty Ned stay status quo as well. But up the hill for the first time. All about momentum here, keeping up the speed, trying not to scrub too much off her, and thankfully it looks like this time we've got through, almost just about got through. MLV choosing to settle in behind one high mofo this time rather than bombard him and send both of them around. 15 minutes, 14 minutes left to prove themselves. Had an excellent sprint race last week. Had an excellent feature race last week as well, it has to be said. But here goes Scooby G, trying to force Whitford into a little bit of a gap. But MLV getting his elbows out and taking one high mofo wide as he hits the gravel, and MLV Sporting Neat has given the place back. But meanwhile, just behind Numpty Ned and Web user Johnny are side by side. Numpty Ned gets around the outside of one of the S's and moves himself up to 6th. MLV remains in 5th for now, but Whitford is under pressure from Scooby G as they head into the hairpin for the first time. Scooby G not close enough to do anything, but Lee certainly has his mirrors full of yellow and green. They're 2x2 at the moment, other in the front three. So they head up the hill for the second time, first time at full speed. And Whitford looks pretty quick through that. Will he be able to use that momentum to get ahead? Scooby G runs off very wide there, thankfully got away with it and didn't actually lose any time at all, it looks like. Scooby G, the only one of these three to take the tighter line. So head now on to the quarter-mile drag strip that runs down the middle of this track. And it actually hosts NHRA drag racing events as well, so it is a used drag strip. Quarter miles. And NASCAR, well known for racing around this track, although on a separate layout. They come here each year. One Home Foes remaining in 4th place, and LV tried to get his elbows out as much as possible and actually overstepped the mark a little bit, but Sportingly gave the position back to One Home Foe. Numpty Ned and web user Johnny are still in close proximity as well. As they round the hairpin for the second time. Web users only had an excellent sprint race last week, coming home in 5th. So we had 9 drivers that night, only 7 tonight. But Numpty Ned picked up 4th place in the feature race. So I'm going to try and use that momentum and potentially gain some more places. 58's running net, 56's, or 55, no, they're low 55s now for these guys, and then 54s for the guys ahead. Lee pulling away a little bit now, almost a second to Whitford, but if these guys can work together, Whitford and Scooby G, they might be able to stay within touch and distance of him. And just keep that pressure on him as Lee runs a little bit wide. That might actually benefit him on the exit and through the S's. But again, it's the same 3 from the feature race in this order. Scooby G was the most unfortunate of the 3 as he threw himself in the wall. I say threw himself in the wall. Hit the exit curb just here, which he's about to do again. This time he doesn't get the tank stopper, which ends in the wall, and continues on. With 9 minutes to go as they will cross the line. And the gap again is closed down to just over half a second at the front. One High Mofo has pulled a bit of a gap, 4 seconds in fact, to NGMLV, and Numpty Ned has pulled a bigger gap on Web User Johnny, who I can only assume has gone off somewhere. But the only battle on track at the moment is still at the front. A little bit of a lift for Whitford. Wasn't doing that in qualifying. But the race is more about consistency than an outright pace. He doesn't want to throw himself off the track. Both the drivers, I imagine, Scooby behind, getting the back end out. Very easy to do, but easy to control in these cars, and it's part of the appeal. Such easy cars to drive. They're up to the 55s now. One Mofo also. He's dropped to a 56. But managed to keep himself out the wall so far, which is good. MLV, on the other hand, hasn't. A few seconds back in 5th place. Humpty Ned remains in 6th and really proving that consistency is key to picking up good results. Webby's Johnny in 7th. Having a bit of a rough night. Not as good as last week, where he was really in the mix. But again, one of our regulars, really showing himself to be having flashes of speed. But back at the front, Scooby G is literally chomping on the rear bumper of Whitford. As they come through the S's. I'm not sure how much dirty air affects these cars. I don't imagine it's too much. There's no aerodynamics on these. However, I do know slipstream is pretty good. But Scooby G running out wide again. Back end out, and he's into the wall. And there we go. Hit the cones and the tyres even. Scooby will probably... okay, I thought he was just going to drive across the track, and One High Mofo will take 4th place there. He will not complain about that, but Scooby G will no doubt come back at him with the speed he's shown. He's 2 seconds back from One High Mofo. MLV is 2 seconds back from Scooby G. Ned is 9 seconds further back from that, and Webby's Johnny is 14 behind that. But the gap now at the front is 1.5 seconds. Whitford losing a little bit of time in the first sector. Just under 5 minutes remaining. But as it stands, it looks like NGR Lee is going to repeat what Whitford did last week and take both victories. I think Lee will go above Whitford in points because he has got a couple more, got 2 more pole positions than Whitford. Well, and I was just talking about how consistent Humpty Ned is. He is now being caught from Web User Johnny by Web User Johnny, and I can only imagine that's because of a mistake. Because I don't think Web User Johnny was 18 seconds quicker in the first sector alone on genuine pace. So Web User Johnny looking to at least make amends for tonight's racing, where he's had a bit of a rough time. Further forward, Scooby Doo. Oh, he caught One High Mofo, and just as we come back to that, One High Mofo slammed into the wall. So there's the error that we come to expect. Unfortunately, he's dropped 2 places from it, but he's still in touch and distance. So he would probably be able to come back at MLV. And the pace of them two are pretty similar. MLV, Numpty Ned just using the exit curb a little bit there, getting away with it though. gap at the front, just over 2 seconds now. Scooby G runs wide, he's obviously pushing. He knows he can't relax as he's got MLV behind. MLV has, I don't know if he's won, but I know he's got podiums in other series as well as this one on his debut last week. So, not a slow driver, that's for sure. But there we go. MLV gonna try and also make up for his disastrous race in race 1. And Mofo just on the back of this group of 2. So we head into the final 2 minutes now. So this will be the last lap of the race once they start it. Webby's Johnny not really able to close anymore, and Whitford's obviously come around somewhere as he's fallen down the tree, and MLV has been overtaken by Scooby, I think. Can't remember, I don't know. Either way, we've got a 4-car battle for second now. No, we haven't. One High Mofo has also fallen off the track again. So we're back to 3 cars. Whitford is probably going to make a mad lunge somewhere. Not that he's known for it, but I imagine he'll just want to get back up the fielders. Yeah, nah, these guys are pretty clean when it comes to racing. Obviously the odd incident, but who doesn't? So 3-way battle now. Whitford taking a very experimental line. Scooby G into the wall, and he's collected, and he's over, and just about got on his wheels, and there we go. Whitford's back up to second. One Eye Mofo will be thankful for that. He's closed back in. MLV's driven off in 3rd. I don't think that was anything he could have done about that. Scooby G just lost it on his own into the wall and spun back onto the track just as MLV got to the same point. So, carnage on the last lap there. These two, Webby Johnny and Numpty Ned, still very close proximity to each other. They'll be coming across the debris now thinking, what the hell's gone on here? But it is this man out front, NJ Lee, a nice big 14-second lead now. They had a very quiet race. But comes around the final section of track. Braking very early and patiently. And let's see what is he going to celebrate. Showboat across the line. A little bit of a weave. Go on, see if you can roll it. Flashes the lights and takes the win. Round 4, second win of the night for NGR Lee, and that will put him top of the tree. Whitford will cross the line now to take his second victory of the season. Both drivers have got 2 seconds and 2 firsts this season. Gets the wipers going as well as Whitford. MLV will take his second podium of the season in 3rd. Scooby G will be 4th, unfortunately for him. One High Mofo in 5th. And Numpty Ned looks like he's going to hold on for the 6th place finish ahead of web user Johnny. Literally bumper to bumper there. But it will be Numpty Ned who takes a 4th and a 6th from tonight, so he'll be very pleased with that. Web user Johnny will come home in 7th. And there we go. Who got fastest lap? It was Lee, I think. So I think he's done it. Yeah, Lee got fastest lap there. So he got pole fastest lap and the win. So what was quite a quiet start to the race ended in chaos. So there we go. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll have more next week. We're at Willow Springs next week, so it's proved to be a spectacular race last season. Fortunately I didn't see it, I wasn't there, but I definitely hope to be there next week. So please join us if you can. Get practicing, and thanks very much everyone. Good night.